and welcome to Gaston Spotlight. I'm your host, Ron Key, and our guest today is WSGE's 91 Seconds of Fame winner, singer-songwriter Michael Cansler. How's it going, Michael?
Great, how are you?
I'm doing great and glad to have you here on the show. Tell us a little bit about how you got your start in music.
Well, I played in high school, played trombone in high school and guitar and bass, and then kind of put that away for a bit, you know, cars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I started racing a little bit. So anyway, about 10 years ago or so, I picked it back up. And then probably 8 years ago, got the songwriting bug and just can't kick it now. So
I understand that. I'm a musician myself. I dabble a little bit. I play a little bit of guitar, bass, piano, but I go off and on. I'll play a little bit, then take a little bit of a hiatus, but my struggle is actually writing songs. I can write instrumentals pretty good, but lyrics are difficult for me to come to.
I'm the opposite.
You see that? Yeah. I can't lyrics because I'll end up writing a lyric and I'll just think it's crap.
Yeah.
Half the time. But where did you get your inspiration for your songs?
I get it. You know, some real life stuff, and things I observe. You know, or I hear somebody say something, and I'll go, "Oh, that's a good line," or I picked it up and go from there. But a lot from reading as well. I read a lot, so I have several military songs that I've written that just came strictly from reading. So
that's really cool. I try to get some inspiration just from reading and stuff as well, and also I get a lot of inspiration from different artists that I've listened to over the years. Like one of my big inspirations is Green Day.
Right.
That's one of the first rock groups that I ever kind of remember listening to growing up. When I was a kid, my sister listened to them. So, did you grow up in a small town? Because I know a lot of your songs are about small town living.
Yes, I grew up in Maiden, North Carolina.
Maiden?
Yes.
I live around that area. I'm over in Lincolnton myself. So kind of go to Guitar Wishes up there a little bit.
Right.
But tell us about the EP that you released back in June.
We started that probably almost this time last year. So it took a bit, but yeah, we started that. We recorded that at Traffic Sound Studio, which is here in Gaston County. So,
Gaston County?
Yeah. And kind of, it always takes longer than you want it to.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, and you know, over the holidays too, so it's hard to get folks together sometimes. But yeah, we started back then.
Okay.
We picked those 4 songs. I had plenty more, but the cost of recording.
Oh yeah, and you never know
large.
how long it's going to go into recording. Because
Yeah.
I mean, there could be little slip-ups with the software. There could be somebody could be scheduled to show up and not show up. It's just there's hiccups here and there, but definitely it takes a lot of work to put out an EP. So as far as writing music, do you prefer singing and songwriting or performing more?
The writing's my favorite part. Yeah, it is.
I myself prefer kind of just getting there and just kind of laying some stuff down and seeing how I can take one aspect of a track and just build upon it.
Right. Yeah.
And that's what's really fun for it for me. Let's see. Tell us about some of the challenges that you faced on your journey.
You know, I mean, music's kind of a tough business. It's just probably my least favorite part about it all is booking. Booking's kind of tough sometimes because you're dealing and some places, if you're playing in restaurants or bars or breweries or something like that, the turnover of the person who books is quite, you know, that's something you deal with. You get in good with the one person, and then you have to start all over and things like that.
Just constantly having to make connections with people. And
Yes.
trying to get in at certain spots, and then I know probably sometimes the crowd could be an issue at times, I guess.
Yeah.
Because you might be playing, you think you're doing really great, and the crowd just kind of sitting there and just drinking, not really paying attention, or just having their own conversations.
Right.
So, who has been the most helpful and inspirational to you in writing your songs?
Personal. I mean, as far as like nationally known, or just
kind of in general, like if any like family members or artists just in general.
I'm a big Jason Isbell fan.
Okay.
So folks like Jason, listening to him, and Chris Knight, Guy Clark, Rodney Crowell, just folks like that. But locally, there'd been quite a few people. When I first started songwriting, I went to a songwriter night, and hadn't written any songs. And a musician buddy of mine said, "I know you got one in you," kind of thing. So J. Patrick Warren was a big influence on me. Okay. When I started writing, he'd invite me to other stuff and
That's cool.
Put me in some showcases and things like that. So there's quite a few, and I can't name them all, but he's probably the biggest influence from when I first started.
Cool. Now, have you played live at all in any places, or have you specifically kind of just done
No, I
EPs?
played live quite a bit. Yeah.
What has been one of your most favorite performances that you've done?
I just finished a songwriter festival. It's called Antlers and Acorns in Boone, North Carolina. It's the first year that it was put on, and I enjoyed that very much. We played, there were shows at the theater at night, but also had day shows.
That's
so
cool.
we played on Friday and Saturday for the day shows. And it's very nice to do like 45 minutes of your own stuff, people listening. That's probably been my favorite so far.
That's cool. That does sound like was it like a festival with like a bunch of other artists there as well?
Yes.
That's really cool. And where can we see you perform?
I've got a website, michaelcanslermusic.com.
Okay.
All that's on there. I'm a little bit everywhere. I'm Catawba County, Gaston County, Lincoln, a little bit everywhere.
Cool.
So that's the best way to find where I'm going to be next.
To check out Michael's music, you can go to www.michaelcanslermusic.com. And I want to thank you again for being with us today, Michael, and congratulate you on being the winner for WSGE's 91 Seconds of Fame. I'm your host, Ron Key, joined today by Michael Cansler. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.